Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of INSOMNIAC. Ooh, what's going on? It's still Friday night, folks. Yes, the weekend is here. Another July weekend. So how was everybody's week out there? Hello, Nick the Bounty Hunter. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I saw you were going live. I thought I'd come on for a bit. And I see you're talking about superhero movies tonight.
Yes. Did you happen to see the Black Widow movie?
I did. I actually saw Black Widow. Now, well, for here it's Saturday, so I saw it 2 days ago. But yeah, I saw it Thursday night.
Oh, so what are your takes? What are your takes on the film?
I honestly did not see where everyone was coming from when they said I did not get. Remember when these videos came out and articles said they down talked men or something in it? Or there was some controversy going around about politics in it. It was honestly, to me, I liked it a lot, and it really didn't have a message to it. I didn't think. I thought it was a pretty good summer film to go watch. I thought it was decent.
Yeah, I thought it was action packed. I just saw it like a couple hours ago. But I need to see it again. But what do you give on a rating from 1 to 10? Where do you stand?
I'd say probably either an 8 or a 9. I wouldn't say a full 10, but I'd definitely say 8 or 9. Definitely, I thought it was pretty good.
Right now, it stands at me at a 5. I'm at a 5.
It was a good, honestly, with all the theaters being shut down, it was a good movie to see after all this time. So I didn't think it was bad at all. So I thought it was, and then I went with my grandfather too, so that was a good experience.
Oh, that's cool. Very nice. It's always nice to go with somebody. Cherish that memory, man.
Yeah.
I know the year I graduated from high school. I remember going with my Aunt Angie to watch The Rocketeer, which happens to be a Disney flick. And it was nothing short of amazing. So, and we had a good time. Hello, Mr. CCTV.
Yeah, hello.
Welcome to the soup. How are you
feeling? I muted the YouTube.
Okay, that's good.
And I am on StreamYard. So, woohoo!
Yes, you're on StreamYard.
I remembered something.
You remembered something?
Dude, I only put up like 30 staves on my wheelchair ramp. Now, the wheelchair ramp is completely complete, right? I don't know how much longer I've got to paint the goddamn thing and grade the ground down to the sidewalk, but yeah, I'm done, man. I'm done with the wooden part. I just got to figure out the
don't you need
ground
more brick
part.
too?
I got to move all the bricks and figure out the grade and all that stuff. What's the grade supposed to be? Like 1 to 12 on a wheelchair ramp, I think.
I have no clue.
Like 1 inch.
You're asking the wrong
12
person
inches of lift on a wheelchair ramp. I don't give a shit at this point, Jedi Bill. I'm so fucked up. I can say effed up on this stream, right?
Yes, this is a late night stream.
Okay.
This is the soup.
I'm so fucked up, man. I don't remember. I think it's 1 to 12 for a wheelchair ramp. I'm pretty sure it is. But I don't know. You know, you get teenagers and you get people who think they're constructors, and you get them in here and they think they can build a wheelchair ramp. They can't.
Hello, Nicole Mallet. Good to see you. Yes, we want superhero movies.
Oh, yeah.
Movie. Yeah.
You know what? Your Buckets of Blood Theater is actually a pretty good show.
I know.
I don't like I don't like horror movies. That's all.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You could come and be on the panel and tear it to shreds.
No, the problem is that most horror movies now are trying to get that, the Ash versus Evil Dead hilarity in it, and they just don't have the talent for it,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So they make modern horror movies to try and get either a scare out of people, which is what the Ghosts in the Dark movie theme thing is. What's the modern equivalent of that?
Shaky cam.
The shaky cam garbage, right?
Lost footage.
Lost footage garbage. Oh God, I hate the lost footage garbage. When I click onto a show on Amazon or HBO, and it's like, oh, we lost this footage back in. Fuck you! I'm not gonna watch it.
There was like only one good found footage film. I know, but besides that, there's not a lot of good found footage films.
Nick, you had better not ever say the words Blair or Witch or Project.
It's not the Blair Witch Project. I swear, I do not like that movie. I do not like it. It's the most boring movie.
Because those words are not allowed in your vocabulary.
Listen, I would be banned from this show for life if I said that. No, I'm joking.
I broke up with a girlfriend over that movie. You know that, right?
Yeah, you told us that you're like, the Blair Witch is the most scariest movie your girlfriend said, and then you went and saw it, and then you're like, get out. You're like,
I'm not sleeping with you again. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Yeah, but like honestly, it's like I don't think no one can get the humor right because
seriously, you gotta show this one. Fat Man and Bat Boy. I would not watch that movie for $1 million.
How about Tucker and Dale versus Evil?
Oh, Tucker and Dale versus Evil. That was funny, but it was not nearly as funny as the British. The British version. What's that called? Come on, Jetta Bill, help me out.
Is this the one that came out a few years ago?
Scotty from Star Trek and the fat guy who went on to do other stuff, and I think he's funny, mind you.
Is it Shaun versus Evil Dead?
Shaun versus the Evil Dead, best funny zombie movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's a great movie. The thing that is, you know why they can't get comedy right anymore in a horror movie? Because they're trying to pander, and they're like, we can't say any offensive jokes. Oh boy.
My God, Nicole Millette. Yes, John dies at the end.
Yep.
That is hilarious. I love John dies at the end.
Yeah, well, I put some humor into mine. I made like kind of the apocalypse zombie type thing. I'm making independent movie, and it has some funny moments. Like I was like, this better. I have to break the tension somehow, because in a scary movie, you want to make people feel something more than dread and fear. So, in the horror movie.
Guys, I need to mute because the train is coming through again.
Oh, it's all right. Train coming round the bend.
You guys really want to hear the train? I won't mute if you want to hear the train.
Chicka.
I'll let you hear the train whistle.
What's up, fly? Hoo-hoo? How you doing? As he says, Buttman and Chronic.
Zombieland Double Tap. I haven't seen Double Tap because I didn't really like Zombieland. I didn't think it was funny. But that's I don't really think that what's his name, the lead character, not
Woody Harrelson.
Not Woody Harrelson.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Jesse Eisenberg. I don't think he's funny.
No, he's just kind of.
Yeah, I've seen Jesse Eisenberg in a lot of stuff. He can do drama.
Yeah.
He really does drama really well. He does not do comedy at all. He's not funny.
No.
No, I've come to the agreement that I am not funny either, but that's because I'm drunk most of the time, and I don't know the difference. So
and hello, Mr. Moon. Apparently, I know you because you have a wrench.
Yeah. Mr. Moon has a wrench, so obviously you know who he is.
I must know he is.
Her, it, them, they. I don't know.
Did I say the wrong?
What is it? No.
Well, Mr. implies.
I don't know. What have I seen Jesse Eisenberg in that I thought was funny? It was not.
Think of one.
He doesn't do a lot of comedies.
He doesn't. He does. No, he does drama very, very well.
Well, I like Zombie, the first one. I haven't seen the second one. I have Zombie.
I like both of them.
Oh, Mr. Moon knows the Marx Brothers.
Mr. Moon knows the Marx Brothers. That's okay.
You know who the Marx Brothers are, right?
Yeah.
You say and Jedi Bill says yeah. But you guys don't actually know who the Marx Brothers are, though,
yes,
do you?
Yes. House of Thousand Corpses were, and Captain Spaulding. They did all the aliases were from the Marx Brothers.
Okay, fine. That's great.
Okay.
That's fine. But do you actually know who the Marx Brothers are? I lit a cigarette. That means I gave you 5 seconds to figure out if you knew
I
who
know
the Marx
of
Brothers
them.
were.
I know of them, and I've heard of them. But honestly,
I've heard of you too. I've heard of the moon. Does that mean we're gonna get together? Yeah? No? Okay.
No, not really. I just know about them. I don't really. Some things I don't know about. I know about them, but I don't know.
Groucho Marx is one of my favorites because he could do kind of one-offs, at a time. They were vaudeville actors.
I'm an idiot.
You know who Groucho Marx is.
Yes.
You don't know who his brothers are, though, do you? Harpo. You know who Harpo is because you've watched I Love Lucy.
I do know, yes. Now,
yes, Harpo was on I Love Lucy. So you know who Harpo is. You know who Groucho is because whose line is it anyway? You have any idea who Chico Marx is?
No.
No, you don't. No, you don't. He was one of the best piano players I have ever seen, ever in my entire life. 44 years of existence on this earth. Chico Marx was one of the best piano players I've ever seen. Do you know who Zeppo is?
Wait, what? Say that again? I didn't.
Do you know who Zeppo is? He didn't create the Zeppo lighter.
No, but I've heard that name. I know I have heard the name.
Zeppo Marx.
It's not the lighter, no.
Isn't it called the Zippo lighter?
I have heard that name before. No,
Zeppo Marx is one of the best straight men in theater, in movies that I have ever seen. Straight man. I mean, he played his part to a T. He knew what a straight man was supposed to do. Think of a straight man in a comedy that you've ever seen, right? Mm-hmm. A man who is oblivious to what's going on. But Zeppo was never oblivious to what was going on around him. He knew what was going on around him, and he still played it straight. That is Zeppo Marx. And you cannot find a better group of vaudeville actors than the Marx Brothers. I can guarantee you that.
Welcome, Elihu.
What's up, Elihu?
Price of gas, cost of living. And I still gotta say Victor Borga is the best pianist. I'm sorry.
Borga, no, he was the best composer. Victor Borga was the best composer because he always had an orchestra behind him while he was doing his live shows. So every time Victor Borga went, and then you put a period at the end, blop, and the entire orchestra would go, blop.
I miss that guy.
Oh God, I love watching Victor Borga. He's available on YouTube. I'm too lazy to look it up, but you guys with all wrenches, you can look it up and put Victor Borga up on YouTube. I guarantee you'll have a laugh.
Let me slip out of these wet clothes into a dry martini.
Victor Borga was absolutely brilliant. Again, another vaudeville actor.
Yeah,
so
you're saying Harpo. I'm like, no. Victor.
We lost a lot, I think, honestly. We lost a lot when people had to stop doing live shows and started doing televised shows because all these television stations were looking for live shows, right? Who did you have in the 70s? In the 60s and 70s, who did you have?
Okay, in the 60s, you had, what's his name? Everybody said the guy, oh, shit. It was before Carson, Jack Benny, right?
Well, Jack Benny did. He was vaudeville, and he did "Take My Wife, Please."
Yeah. Shit, who's that huge star that had the Beatles on? I forgot. What's a really big show?
It's a really big show.
Ed Sullivan. Yeah, Ed Sullivan.
Ed Sullivan.
Yes. Thank you. Sorry, my slipped. I'm like, what the hell?
Wait, are you saying what shows were on in the 60s and 70s?
Yes. What shows were on in the 60s and 70s that showcased live performers who could do improv?
And actually was live television, not pre-recorded.
Live radio, live television, live theater, whatever the case may be. Who did you have in the 60s and 70s?
Well,
70s you had Lenny Bruce.
No, that was the 60s.
60s, sorry.
Lenny Bruce.
Yeah. Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor was 60s and 70s.
Yes.
Yeah, Richard Pryor was brilliant.
Let's see. Shit.
Okay. Let me ask it a different way.
Okay.
Let me ask it a different way. In the early 70s, 73, 74, who did you have? You had the Blues Brothers.
Thank you, Rodney Dangerfield. No respect. We're talking about.
You had Rodney Dangerfield.
No respect.
He was not in the Blues Brothers, but yeah, he was good. He was not in the Blues Brothers, the original movie.
No.
Right. But you had
Gilda Radner. She was off the hook. Gilda Radner.
You had Chevy Chase. You had Gilda Radner. You had John Belushi, right?
Yeah.
You had all of those people who earned their credits in live theater. They earned their credits in live theater. Now you get someone who makes one joke in a live theater. Let's say Second Stage in Chicago. They make one joke and they're put on Saturday Night Live immediately. Why? Because they made one joke, and they used that one joke for 3, 4, 5 seasons before they get their own
Honestly,
movie.
Saturday Night Live, I don't know why it's still going. It's not funny. It
It's
hasn't
not
been
funny. No,
in
it's,
like
No.
almost
it's really not
in
funny
like
anymore.
15 or 18 years.
The last funniest skits I've seen on SNL, believe it or not, was when Elon Musk hosted. It was the mission control scene where you had Chad. Okay. That was the funniest skit I've seen in a while on SNL.
Now, mind you, they do have funny skits once in a while.
Yeah.
They really
Yeah.
do.
But the Elon Musk and Chad Mars, okay.
For the most
That was
part,
funny
if
as
you
shit.
watch the 70s and 80s, they had funny skits. You were laughing the entire time. In the 90s, you were laughing and going, God, I wish this sketch would end. And then you would laugh again, right?
What, you like the juice? The skits are too long. You like the skit?
I didn't like the skits, yes. And then
yeah, I remember they actually played that on again the second time. Like, what the hell?
and then in the 2000s, right? In the 2000s, it was like, okay, I've heard all of these jokes before.
Yeah, because I'm good enough. I'm smart enough. And gosh darn it, people like me.
And then in the 2010s, what did you have?
We're not worthy.
We're cheerleaders and we're making fun of stuff. Oh. And now what do you have? You have live performances by people I've never heard of before.
Yeah, who are these artists? I'm like, what? Who? Huh?
It's fine. It's fine. You know what? SNL, do your thing. As long as you get renewed, hey, do your thing, right? You have maybe one sketch every week that's actually funny.
I don't think network TV is the way it used to be. I mean,
no, it's certainly not.
How many people are actually tuning in and watching network shows anymore?
Okay,
I'm not.
Consider this,
guys. In the late '90s, early 2000s, when television shows were being filmed in front of a live studio audience, they would actually break and say to the audience, "Hey, did you get that joke?" If they didn't get the joke, they would have to write it or maybe rewrite the joke and we do the same. It was like, okay, live test audience. This is how a show was done. Now it's like, when we do this, you guys like this? Okay, yeah, funny, okay.
Elihu, how many live studio audiences have you been in?
Oh, a couple.
I only asked that because I've only been in one. And they actually did that.
Yeah.
They actually did that in the one live studio audience. Now, mind you, it was for Full House, and Ashley and Kate Olsen were like 4 and 5 years, or 4 years old, or 5 years old. I'm not sure which. And so they stopped filming like 4 times so that she could get her line right, or one of the two could get the line right. Now, mind you, the other joke that we stopped for was for one of the adults in the cast. And so we waited and they came out with a funnier line and we laughed. We did. And then the little girls came out and we just waited, and then the light for laugh came on and we all went, ha 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 ha. Yeah. So yes, absolutely. I think a studio audience, as I was saying earlier, I think vaudeville makes a better live performance.
Well, that's what SNL does. They have a pre-show show with a live studio audience. If the skit doesn't go through, they cut the skit. And then they have the actual second show with the live taping.
Have you been to New York on a Saturday night when they're bringing audiences in?
I have never been to an SNL taping, but I've been to a French taping before in LA.
I went there once. You went there once?
Oh.
I stood in the line. And I did not get selected.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Because, well, I mean, there's multiple reasons, obviously. There were way too many people waiting in line.
Yeah.
And then also, I didn't laugh at the guy who was walking up and down the line telling jokes. I didn't laugh at him because he wasn't funny. So I'm sure that one of those multiple reasons, more than two, I'm sure, I didn't laugh and I didn't think his jokes were funny, and I was well back in the line, mind you. So I didn't get into a taping on that Saturday afternoon, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Saturday afternoon. Then yeah.
I mean, they're lined up around the block. I mean, they're lined up around the freaking the skating theater that they always show on TV. You know. Oh,
Dude,
it was annoying.
The first time I went to a talk show studio audience was Jimmy Kimmel. I'm like, okay, they let people in the door at 4:00. They start filming, taping at 4:30. I'm gonna get there at 3:00 to get in line. I go there at 3:00. I'm like, hey, where the hell's the line? Nobody's here in line. Okay, I'll go downstairs get a cheap burrito real fast and eat that and go back in line.
And again,
no line. 3:45. People start to line up. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Back in the day, back in 91, 92, 90. God, it might have been 88, 89. I don't remember. Anyway, back then, they were bringing school bus children from schools in the LA area into the Los Angeles area to come into the theater and watch the taping. And if we didn't laugh, they didn't film it. Or they filmed it, but they didn't show it. Right? And then they would have a different joke and we would laugh. And that's what you would hear. And we're talking about school bus children in elementary school in the late 80s, early 90s, doing live studio audiences. And now what do we have? We have a laugh track. We're supposed to laugh at this. I don't think that's very funny. What's your name? Scarlet Witch. I don't think that's funny.
That's that's a Nelson sister. She's related. That's her. That's
I know sister. she's
Elizabeth.
She's
also
one of the sisters. I know, but she's not Elizabeth one of the twins.
Elizabeth.
What I'm
also.
saying is, I don't think that's funny, and she didn't get a fair shake. Her sisters are doing what? Fashion design in New York or something.
Hello,
right?
Eagle Rider.
Yeah. Hi, Eagle Rider.
Something like that.
Hey, boys.
How are you this evening?
Better than I was this week. We'll leave it at that.
I will leave it at that because I am doing better this evening than I was last week also.
Woohoo.
I'm pretty sure that whiskey and multiple sclerosis do not mix, and therefore I do not remember really all of last weekend. But I shall allow you to say whatever you want to say.
Dude, whiskey goes good with whiskey, okay? Remember that.
Yeah, whiskey does not go good with PTSD, so...
No, but it goes good with other whiskeys.
CCDV, I hate to break it to you, you're medical, you're probably going to have to give up drinking soon.
I know, I'm actually... what's that, A1C? 7.5.
Okay. I will not remember what codes mean, so you're going to have to
A1C means 7.5 is damn near diabetic.
Yeah, like I said, I don't remember numbers and codes like that very well, so it's not that I haven't heard it before, I just wasn't going to hit a bell. That's what my brain loses that shit all the time.
Now, mind you, my glucose was only 1 point above what it should have been, but my A1C was 2 points above what it should have been.
And the only reason I make that comment about you should probably stop drinking is because I'm a friend and I care, and I know you're going through a lot medically.
I appreciate that, and it has taken me a week to get over most of my bruises. I literally passed out. I honestly don't know. On 4th of July, did I sing the national anthem?
I don't know. Did you? Can't remember.
I really don't remember. I did the
I know
script
there were a
reading.
lot of patriotic song.
I did the
patriotic
script
songs.
reading in the morning, and then I woke up at 6 p.m. So I don't know what I did online last weekend. I really don't.
So
At least
really,
you're not talking
we could
cursive.
accuse you of almost anything, and you wouldn't be able to prove us wrong because there's too many channels and a lot of them pull their streams down.
You are correct. I have no idea what I did last weekend, and you can accuse me of anything at this point. Yes.
I think you were, for the most part, a good lad.
I hope I was a good lad and a patriot. Yes. I hope that
I
is the
hope
case.
there's not going to be a lot of clips showing up of you doing really ridiculous psycho shit on different channels.
I find that hard to
Hey,
believe
Bill.
because
Hey,
my
guys.
camera's not working.
Hey
What's
guys,
that?
be glad you guys not in downtown Phoenix right now, because downtown Phoenix has got a national emergency weather alert saying dust storm warning, all in caps.
Oh
Yeah.
God, okay.
Yeah, Phoenix
Yes.
just got that warning at 10:23 p.m. By the way,
I do not live in Phoenix.
that's what I said.
so
Be
that
glad
is
you're
a
not
good
downtown
thing.
Phoenix right now. Okay.
God Almighty, if I tasted dust right now, I'd go off the fucking hook. Right? I swear.
It's until 12:15 a.m. MDT.
And hello, Hong Kong Fooey.
Hi,
You know.
Sorry, Fred just screwed that.
I know I haven't gotten to this point in my memoirs, recorded memoirs, mind you, because I thought cooking videos would be, more popular. I was wrong. I thought I haven't gotten to this point in my cooking or my memoirs. In 2003, no, you guys have heard this before, right? When we got to our Camp Dogwood and we built our fuel system, it blacked out with sandstorm.
Oh,
You guys have heard this, right?
I think I've heard about this before. Yeah.
I put on my chemical suit mask, right?
Yeah.
The gas mask that we wear. And I fell asleep after we finally finished building the I think it was only a 500,000. Yeah, it was a 500,000 gallon fuel system that we built there at Dogwood. But I fell asleep on one of the berms with my gas mask on because the sandstorm was so bad that we literally could not see. And so we were building the fuel system in the dark. And then I woke up and it was like one of those movies, like the Scorpion King, right? Where people sit up, right? And all the sand cascades off of you. I pulled my gas mask off and I went, whew, that's much better. And so we did not receive fuel trucks that day, which is why we were working so hard and why my squad was put onto the berm to do. We were waiting for the trucks to come in, and they never did. They didn't come in till the next day. It was like, you guys can go to sleep now. Oh, thanks. Let's play volleyball, guys. Okay.
So where was the person going? You guys can all go sod off now. That would have been more interesting.
We set up the volleyball court and we started playing volleyball. Wow. Look, I'm telling this story. You guys can turn it into whatever you want to. I don't care.
Well, yet taking us way off topic. We were trying to start about talking about superhero movies. Do you like them?
What are you talking about?
I had a theme topic. Do you like superhero movies? So that was the topic.
Yes.
If well made, so pretty much not most of the new ones.
Well, speaking of
Oddly
superhero movies, I got a screenshot. If you wouldn't mind sharing my screen for a moment, Bill.
You're what?
My screen. I just watched Black Widow, and I have a spoiler-free tweet for you guys. Check this out. Nice closed caption for the Russian subtitles, being white against the snow and all. What's said on the screen is being white. Look at this.
Bags.
Yeah, you want to know what was actually said? It was on the screen for 2 seconds. That's what was actually said.
Farewell, douchebags.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
all.
Literally only said
What the?
bags.
Yeah, that's all you can see. I'm like, what the fuck? I had to be wanting to screenshot this thing. Like, oh my gosh.
Well,
This
you
is
must
spoiler
have
free
really-
tweet, guys. Okay.
That was in the movie that I.
So they failed color theory, apparently.
Yeah,
They did, in fact,
They did.
fail color theory.
Thought you
Yes.
guys might like that. Okay. Speaking of superheroes,
No, I like superhero movies. I like superhero. Yeah.
I have actually been
Well, there-
watching, because I'm a subscriber to HBO Max. I've been watching a lot of the DC superhero movies,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And I mean, they contradict one another. I understand that comic books contradict one another constantly, but the movies are actually pretty good. You know, I can tell the difference between Superman and Wonder Woman had a love affair before Superman went with Lois Lane. I got that, no problem for me. Now, for a lot of
that's John Wick, dude.
for a lot of the people out there, they would not know, right, that Superman had a love affair with Wonder Woman prior
Yes.
to having a love affair with Lois Lane. And a lot of them would not know that Lois Lane and Superman went to a red planet sun where they could have their baby.
And a lot of
Right.
people don't know that Lois Lane dated Bruce Wayne before.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. So I've been watching a lot of those. I don't read comics. I honestly don't. But these movies, as far as the DC universe is concerned, pretty accurately portray the heroes that we identify with, I guess, on our YouTube channels.
Well, unless they become non-animated to live action,
Yeah.
and people complain about boob armor.
Well, because the cat wants
Well-
to crash everything I'm doing.
Oh,
Again, I am not identifying
catch the
with
plus.
I'm not
Go follow
identifying
Steve
with
People that
men
feed
who agree with boob armor or not. I'm just saying I think the DC universe is more accurate in cartoons than the Marvel universe.
How about this? Is I don't care what men think about boob armor unless they're like massive big guys. They're not going to be the ones wearing it. I mean,
Agreed. Eagle
Yeah,
Rider, I love you so much. You know that. And I'd watch pornography and do my thing and then watch cartoons.
that's
Nicole?
because you're a childish pervert.
Nicole, it wasn't a cat; it was a flirkin.
No, it was
Wow.
an ornery.
Eagle Rider, you're horrible. You're horrible at me. I'm just saying, I don't need to watch cartoons to get off.
Whoa, whoa.
How about
We
them
are
Cubbies? How
exploring
about them
some
Giants?
territory
Those
here.
new Giants uniforms, man. Look like creamsicle crap.
I'm just saying, I actually do understand both sides of the argument. Over the top, over exaggerated boob armor would not be functional. However, you cannot have flat plate armor hug the body tightly and be protective for women. You can't, especially if they have chests like mine.
You are correct. And guys on the panel, if you don't
Yes.
mind me interjecting.
Well, the
Eagle
train just
Rider, if
did.
you don't mind the word interjecting.
No.
I mean,
No, I don't mind.
There was body armor in 1998, which we used, which a lot of people call flak vests. They're not flak vests, they were called body armor.
Yeah.
Although they really were just flak vests. I mean, no
I've
joke.
heard them use
It
those
was
terms.
it really was pointless to wear them in 1998. In 2003, I wore
Oh.
I wore nuclear
Camouflage.
NBC gear, nuclear biological chemical gear, and wore a flak vest over it.
Damn. In the
No
desert.
joke, it was fucking hot. In March in Kuwait, in Iraq, it was fucking hot. All right?
Hey, it was 130 degrees in Death Valley today, okay?
Well, I don't live in Death Valley, do I? There's a reason I don't live in Death Valley, huh? But it was fucking hot, all right? In 2005, I got
say fuck a few more times.
Say again?
Say fuck a few more times.
Fuck, 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 fuck.
You forgot to say fucking
Demonetized.
Dude, you forgot to say fucking fuckity fuck. Fucking A.
We don't have to worry about that. There's no monetization here whatsoever.
Yeah.
Fucking fucker
You
fucks
know.
before they
I can
fucking
get
fuck
away
up.
with it.
Fuckity fuck, fuck, fuck.
Fuck
Those
yes.
fucking motherfuckers fucked me over the fucking ass all the fucking time while I was in the fucking army. So fuck them. You can fuck the generals. You can fuck the colonels. You can fuck the goddamn majors.
I derailed your stream, didn't I, Bill?
Fucked me.
No. This is the soup. You know what it is. You know the formula.
Hey, if I didn't derail it yet, I need to try harder. Okay, what the fuck else can I do?
I was trying to be really nice.
Trying.
I was not really trying that hard.
Like mostly you don't drink all the time. Mostly.
Look, I gotta play my trip. Like,
Oh, trust me. You would not understand. You really would not understand all of my fucks when I'm drunk.
Yeah, you speak in person,
Oh,
man.
God.
Now, whereas with me, CCDV, with me, I can be in the middle of the seizure twitches and the spasms and all that and be literally unable to say any word without twitching and stuttering like 30 times. But somehow there's only one word in the middle of those twitches I can say fucking clearly, and that's fuck.
Fucking fuck, fuck, fuck. Fuck you.
So
Fuck your goddamn fucking grandmother who fucking rode on a goddamn fucking horse. Fuck you.
When I go into those switches, I'll be sitting there literally stuttering even try, but then I'll sit there and go fuck, 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 fuck in the middle of my spasms. And it's not even intentional. It's controlled. This is just how my brain does it. It's like suddenly nothing else is working, so my brain just starts saying fuck.
You are aware, Rosetta, that I changed my avatar in order to try and clean up my name, right? And you are fucking this up for me. You are fucking up my fucking cleaning up of my fucking name on your fucking YouTube because I'm fucking saying fucking all the goddamn fucking time.
I'm pretty sure you were saying it before I told you to.
Well,
Hey.
I mean, this is.
We can play a drinking game to us. How many times we shot the F-bomb?
Oh no, people would die if they played that drinking game.
Friday!
Yeah, I follow the guidelines of YouTube. I don't curse or anything. I'm a pure channel, really. I don't really curse or do nothing like that
That's why you
anymore.
don't send me invites.
Well, there's your problem.
I just figured out why I never get invites to his channel.
Now you figure it out.
No, hey, anyone can come on my channel. I don't mind.
So
Just
where
send me-
was that?
Oh.
Oh yeah, 2003. I got back from Iraq in 2003, and they were forcing us to wear the new body armor at
Mhm.
the rifle range. I was like, dude, let's see, 95 to 90 or 2003 is how long? 8 fucking years I've been out there in a
Yeah.
soft cap and a fucking LBV firing my rifle. Now I have to wear my goddamn body armor. Are you fucking kidding me? Really?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fuckity
fine.
fuck.
Okay,
Fuckers fuck.
fine, fine.
Well,
I'll
did
do
you
it.
ever get
Fuckity
shot?
fuck.
No.
Fuckity fuck.
Fuck the fucking fucker.
Fine.
You
I'll do
You
it.
didn't
I'll
get
do it.
shot.
I will do it. I will do it. When I got back, after I switched to Germany, it was still a requirement that you had to wear the body armor on the range. Mind you, all the rifles are pointed down range. You're not going to get shot with all the rifles pointed down range, and everybody has a paddle that you can hit people in the head with. Doesn't matter. Either way, it was 2008, and I was the range master. So I was in the tower telling people to load their weapons and point it down range. And I had to be wearing the body armor. I was in the tower. They couldn't hit me regardless of what they did, but I had to wear the body armor.
That's how government works. Look, what I did pay systems for fire crews and camp crews. Literally, I sat in an office near the crew, not on the front lines of where the fire was, not near the fire, in an office making their pay stubs. And they made me wear all the fucking gear.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I was my last deployment, my 4th deployment. I was contract specialist. Well, I was actually a contract officer after I'd been there for a couple of months. Contract specialists can write the contract. Contract officers have to approve the contract. Contract officers can write the contract and approve it, period. Therefore, you are allowed to spend so much of the government's money on this particular contract, right? So I had a $100,000 contract on my 4th deployment. I could spend as much money as I wanted to, up to $100,000, if I thought it was good for the government.
Hey, I can use a new car or a new motorcycle.
I know, right?
Wait. It's good for the government to pay for all of my projects so that I can do stuff for veterans so they don't have to pay as much.
Look,
So
I
I need some money.
appreciate that, Eagle Rider, but you have to contact your local contracting office.
I know. I'm just being a smart mouth. Also,
But yes, I honestly, I really think that your project is worth contacting local government offices for.
I'm
I
taking
really do.
time off it on it to do other stuff too. Right now,
No, you took time off to do my first tattoo, and I will do my first tattoo. I really will.
How's
promise.
that starting to look? I still got to do the face and hair details.
That actually looks really good. What are you gonna make her as?
Oh, this is just a wrestler chick for fun because I was on a stream with McKinney.
Just a wrestler,
wrestler.
just a wrestler chick for fun.
McKinney did artwork of me as a over the top wrestler. So
out of curiosity, Eagle Rider, because I wanted to know, what are you going to do if you request government funds for your art and your group of artists? Because your group of artists are extremely talented, but they have to be patriotic as well.
I have no idea. I'm not good at that kind of end of stuff. I'm good at I make stuff look pretty, and then I don't know what the fuck to do.
Just put my picture up there. The picture that I am going to get a tattoo of.
Do I have that one on hand?
I know it's not complete and you don't have the titles, right? Or you don't have the colors.
Colors. The thing is, right now at this point, my sketches I've been doing this year are in the proper sealants now I'm picking up the printings to start doing color work on them tomorrow.
Again, these are all patriotic pictures.
These some of these are pervy too. This is all my sketches.
Not all of them are patriotic. Some of them are pervy. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what you would call naked cat girls with guns.
Okay, fair enough. A bomber girl sitting in a shot glass with a full house behind her is not a pervy picture, but it is something I want on my arm before I die.
Well, it's like I did that one on the 4th because I wanted to do a nod to the tribal stuff. So.
Oh, nice. Okay.
You probably don't want to zoom too
enough.
close while I'm doing this. I don't want to get you in trouble.
No, I think that the Native Americans got screwed. Now, mind you,
what pisses me off is you had one person who had Lakota in his name say something stupid about the government, and everyone ran around all over the internet. That's supposedly people in our community bashing the entire tribe because they didn't like what he said and lying about the history of the tribe.
Does anyone here or in the chat know what Siksika is? Siksika. Siksika. Yeah.
Not exactly.
You don't, right? Siksika is called Blackfoot in Kansas.
What?
Blackfoot.
No way.
Yes. Do you know what Blackfoot is?
That's a tribe.
That's my picture right there. All I need is a row of flush behind it and 7 of dice, and I'm good. But I can get any tattoo artist to do that. But yeah, that is my picture. Oh, nice.
I would have aces over kings.
But again, Siksika is Blackfoot, and a lot of people only know Blackfoot from the riddle. A Blackfoot only tells lies. Fuck you. Whitefoot only tells truths. Who do you believe?
Blackfoot.
Well, that's the problem. Is it's an unsolvable riddle. Who do you believe? Because the Blackfoot is going to tell you the truth if the truth is what you think.
Ooh, nice.
And a Whitefoot is going to tell you the truth if the Whitefoot says this is real.
Well, you know, a lot of those old stereotypes, unfortunately, still do exist a lot.
They do, yeah.
But what kills me is that they also kept trying to push this crap that the Sioux weren't native to the Black Hills and stuff because they came into it in the 1800s. Like, they returned in the 1800s. Do you understand that that's their historical home and they left for a few hundred years because they were exploring?
Oh, no, I'm fully aware of how the tribal...
and so they were literally trying to portray it as invaders committing genocide because they fought with the tribes that came in while they were gone.
Right.
That's not totally the same understand. As genocide. It's not the same as an invader. That's like calling the Jewish people invaders of Israel. It's a lot more complicated than that. Both sides have a historical home for a very, very long time.
Yes, absolutely. No one in history that is alive today is related to the Canaans. So you cannot claim Canaan land as not Israelite.
Mennonites.
No. It's more recent. 1948 is when they became a state, Israel, right? Mm-hmm. That's when.
And And it
United
was the
States
thing is
of
that
America.
it has for thousands of years been back and forth between the two groups as who
It
was invading
has,
it.
yes, absolutely. And
They're
Jordan
not
has
an
been a part of
invading
that.
force. They're not an invading force because they were returned to the home. Now, I have problems with how it's been handled on both sides, but they're not invaders. This is their historical home.
Palestinians.
Mm-hmm.
Palestinians
And it's
say
the same
that
thing.
it is their ancestral home, right? However, Jews go back, or Hebrews go back far more than Palestinians.
Well, and that's
They
what
go
they
back
did is
to
they claimed that and it's really horrible. I can't remember any tribes names because it's one of those words that for some reason my brain blanks on it a lot. There were two tribes that were in the area when the Sioux returned, Crow and then the other. Both of them, if you look up the history of the tribe, they even say those tribes migrated into the Black Hills in South Dakota area. They weren't from there originally.
They say
And yet
the same thing about the Navajo and the Hopi.
But they claimed that the Sioux somehow were invaders stealing somebody else's land because they returned to their home and fought to get it back.
Again,
even though there's art, if you go to the area, there's artifacts to the tribe. There's memoirs of the tribe. The tribe's religion and culture for thousands of years is based on the Black Hills being the land of God, and the Badlands being the land of the devil.
If you take out of popular culture the alien invasion, right? You have the same thing between the Navajo and the Hopi. The Navajo and the Hopi have been arguing over the Southwest for the last 1,000 years.
Bill, this is how to play with your cats when you're being too lazy.
But what killed me on this one
is that? What is going on? I don't know what's going on.
Jedi Bill, you live in Tucson. You should know. The Navajo and the Hopi have been arguing over our territory for 1,000 years. The Mexicans have only been arguing over our territory for 200 years. So, what's your opinion, Jedi Bill?
Oh, that's a whole other rant. That they argue over who owned the West. Who owned the West, supposedly. Europe or Mexico. Mexico is also European invaders. They are the remnants of Spanish pirates who wiped out the original settlements. And
correct.
So to claim that they owned any of the West or were original here too, no. They're just the European invaders who got here about 100 years sooner.
Correct.
That's like you go into somebody breaks into somebody's house and ties up the original owner while they're looting the place. Another robber comes in and they start fighting over who has rights to it first.
So who do you choose?
Neither. They can both
the guy. No.
Off.
In history, who do you choose? The person who wins.
History is written by the winners.
Neither of them have right to it under that guideline. Now, again, I'm not saying we can change.
Hold on.
Let me finish what I'm explaining here.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I'm not saying either can be changed or stuff now. I'm not saying go against the country and stuff now. I'm saying the very notion of that argument to begin with is absolute bullshit.
Absolutely,
but
I agree with you.
You can't change the past here, and punishing anybody for the past because their ancestor may or may not have been connected to it is ridiculous. And it's the same as these people that are attacking the tribe for one idiot in the tribe saying something stupid. It's the same as these people who do the anti-white shit because they don't like something one or two white people did. You're all fucking bigots. Fuck off.
I agree with you on that point.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in 1848, I need to take you back 150 years.
Wow. History. Okay.
Yeah, history. Yeah, history with Jedi Bill. In 1848, what did we do as the United States of America? Anyone remember? Anyone?
Was that the Land Act? The Land Grab Act?
It was not the Land Grab Act. No. Who was invading the United States territories at that time?
Mexico was.
Exactly.
Mexico and France.
Remember the Alamo?
And we had to go to war in 1848.
That's right, Mexican-American War.
So what did we do? We kicked the shit out of them. I mean, we took Mexico City all the way down to the peninsula, and we stopped at the peninsula. We stopped, right where the Panama Canal is now. We stopped, but we took Mexico City, and we took everything north of Mexico City. We took everything from the Mexicans, and we gave them back more territory, more land than we have now.
The only reason why Arizona was the Gaston Purchase, I think was called.
Arizona was Mexico. Yes.
The
California
reason why Arizona
Mexico.
has that little line that goes up and northwest is because Mexico did not want America to have a coast, have a port by the Mexican border.
I'm going to disagree whether they claimed it technically or not. The West was never controlled by Mexico. They were still invaders. They were still fighting the original inhabitants. They never had control of it. They claimed it was theirs because they didn't want the rest of Europe to take it. It was never fucking theirs.
Okay, fine. It was never theirs, but it became ours after 1948.
What you mean ours?
We kicked Mexico out of the
States of
territory.
America. It became ours.
America kicked Mexico out of the territory and took it over and claimed it as their own.
But yes,
all
that's
of
the thing.
it. All of it.
And I have this whole thing where I can sit here and say, yeah, I'm mixed. I deal with both sides of it. There are shitty things we need to fix.
Oh, absolutely.
But the way it's being done on both sides is to call racial names to each other and try to divide us further. And to fuck all to anybody doing that.
We have not said anything about that in this conversation, Rosetta.
But that's what I brought up at the beginning of it. That's what I was going on when I started the tirade. That's why I keep going back to that bit.
And that's the problem. Point. Is I, as an American patriot, a Sergeant First Class who has fought wars in other countries, who does not agree with our American politics, either left or right, fuck that fucking divide. Goddamn Rio Grande does not fucking deserve a goddamn divide.
Open
the goddamn borders, would you? Open the borders.
On both sides. Let's look at the statistics on this. This is why I brought this one up. Because they do all this stuff attacking the tribe because one guy posted something stupid. Statistics are, even out of native groups, the Sioux have the highest military rate of any racial group or subgroup in the entire nation. They are extremely patriotic. They tend to be right-leaning as a overall of the tribe.
Well, okay,
and they end at Crazy Horse Monument, mind you. Every night in the summer, they end and close the monument with a laser show that ends with a tribute to the military with "God Bless America."
Have you heard the song by Johnny Cash that is labeled Ira Hayes?
Yeah. Long time ago.
Yeah. Drunken Ira Hayes, he don't answer anymore.
Yeah.
You don't know that one?
Long time ago. I don't.
Yes, I heard that.
The country rock is not my genre.
Navajo.
Really. I respect him, but it's just I don't usually listen to it often.
Navajo, and he fought for his country, and he had to go on a nationwide tour defending the United States, and he's Navajo.
Well,
right?
That's the thing.
And it tore him apart.
It tore him apart. That the natives have actually had the highest military service.
They call him Drunken Ira Hayes. He don't answer anymore.
And that's
not the native Indian who went to war, or the man who drank himself to death. I don't remember all the words. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so that's one of the things that I'm ranting about this a little bit because it's still got me freaking fed up because all these people that I thought were friends are out there spreading these falsehoods and attacking the tribe because they disagreed with one person who said something stupid who was part of the tribe.
Right.
And I'm just going, am I going to run around and attack every European person because I don't like something some white guy said? That's just the same thing, you know?
Rosetta, I can be a member of the Six Saka. I can, because I have enough blood in me that I can be a member. I'm not a member because I think 1/16 is fucking ridiculous. Are you kidding me? I'm not going to pay you dues every year so that you can run your casinos and things like that. Now,
wait. Which tribe are making people pay dues? I've never seen that for membership.
Oh yeah.
You've never been in Arizona.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Navajo.
bullshit down there. That's not supposed to be legal under the treaties.
Navajo, yeah.
They did that.
That's not supposed to be legal under the treaties. I know that. That's why I'm surprised.
No, it's not
I've
legal
been
under
all over
the,
most of the
no.
country, and I've never seen any of the tribes do that before.
No, you're absolutely right. It's not legal under the treaties. But if I want to be a member of the tribe,
no, I mean,
I have to pay,
tribal membership is supposed to be based purely on whether you can prove your.
I have to pay.
To it.
I have to pay to be a member of the American Legion. I have to pay a membership fee to be a member of the Veterans of Foreign Wars.
Yeah, but that's not the same as because tribal membership is the same as getting an ID.
Okay, it's not the same, but it is the same precedent, and we go by precedent in American law. And so, if I wanted to be a member,
tribe before, so that's weird.
If I wanted to be a member, which I don't, mind you, because I identify as a Viking American. If I wanted to be a member, I could be, but I would have to pay a due in order to be a member of the tribe.
Well, the reason that shocks me so much is because we go by precedent. They've tried that with a couple of the tribes I know. And it lasted like 6 months before the courts told them they can't do that under the federal law because they're required to do membership and IDs for anybody who is a legal standing to be a member.
Well, Social Security has denied me 14 times on my disability, and I can barely put my wheelchair ramp up today. Jedi Bill, you need to tell the story because I can't do it.
No, I know that shit happens. I'm just surprised they've gotten away with it down there is all I'm saying, because I've seen it shot down so many times elsewhere.
It took me a year and a half to build the wooden part of my wheelchair ramp, and I still need to do the grading from the base of the wheelchair ramp down to the sidewalk, and I don't know if I can do it. But it took me a year and a half to build the wooden part of my wheelchair ramp.
Honestly, and yeah, I know what you're talking about with Social Security. They love to fuck people over and not follow their own rules. It took years and years and fighting for my dad to get his disability with so much doctor shit, with multiple types of muscular dystrophy, and they still try to find a way to pull him off it constantly, even though it's a permanent disability and it's degenerative and terminal.
5 years ago, multiple sclerosis was considered a terminal diagnosis. And so it was an automatic Social Security. But for some reason, I just got in right over the deadline. Like, multiple sclerosis? Oh, yeah, you could live for a long time with multiple sclerosis, so we don't have to give you anything.
Whether you can live for a long time or not, it's still technically terminal because it's degenerative and kills you, just like Parkinson's is terminal.
Are you kidding me?
Life is terminal.
I put in 20 staves.
There is a difference on what that means.
The uprights.
How could they
make a wheelchair ramp look good? I put up. Thank you, Deej. Yeah, I put up 20 staves today, and it took me 8 hours to put up 20 staves on a wheelchair ramp. It took me 8 hours to put up 20 staves on a wheelchair ramp. Do you think that it would have taken me that long when I was 18? Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
But no, the Social Security still says, "Oh no, you're fine. Yeah, you're fine. We don't have to give you any money."
No, sorry about that. About like the Social Security thing. My mom, because she was still young when she had to get her disability and stuff, she had 3 back surgeries before she had. Like her back was like becoming weird, like invert something, But she had like 2 back surgeries before, and she's had 3 after. But after she had me, and it was so hard for her to get her disability because they were like you're young, you look, and then literally she recorded everything down.
Right.
And I
Yeah.
have this, I have this, I have this, doctor's notes here and there, and they're like, you can retire and get disability and social
That's what
security.
I've been trying, man. I
Yeah.
have been trying. I've been to the emergency room
was a
3
long time.
times. 3 times in 1
She had
year.
to do it over. Sorry, and she had to do it like over and over again, and then like I think she said like the
I
fourth
know, but
time,
it got
yeah.
to the point where it got, Social Security said no, and I appealed, and they said no, and I
Well,
went
you
to
gotta-
a hearing, and a judge said no.
You need to get a
After
lawyer.
the
Here's
judge
one of
said
the
no,
guilty things about Social Security and disability. They are more likely to pay out for dumbass things people do and temporary disabilities than legitimate ones because they can get people back off it shortly. My dad, with all his issues, spent years. One of his co-workers at the time got drunk and shot his toe off at work and got it the same day.
Now, here's the thing about disability insurance, right? You have VA disability, which a lot of people are really angry about VA disability. Mind you, I'm pretty angry about VA disability as well. However, I have 100% and total VA disability. So I'm covered for the rest of my life. My children can go to college for free to any state college in the entire United States for free. They have to pay for their dorm or whatever, but they can go for free. It's totally tuition free for my children, and they get book stipends and etc. Right? So that's great. That's fantastic. Now, I am 100% permanent and total with the VA, and I go to Social Security and I say, I'm 100% permanent and total with the VA. And they say, nah, we're not going to give you any extra money.
What?
Yeah, I've been trying to apply for disability for 2.5 years now.
I worked for the Grand Canyon Railway for 2 years, and they wanted me to stay. They said, dude, we will wheel you out to the smoking area so you can have a smoking break. I was like, really? Are you sure? Honestly, because I couldn't stand up. Like, I would stand up and fall down in my office. Right? And then I would stand up and I would walk out to the smoking area, smoke a cigarette, go back to my office, sit down, do a little bit of contracting work, and then try and stand up, fall down in my office. I once fell down over the railroad tracks.
Oh gosh.
And I said, okay, seriously, this is really unsafe for me. I cannot work here.
It's just a half mile from the railroad tracks. Don't forget, you can get anything you want at Alice's restaurants.
About like
I could get anything I wanted, but I did not want to spend, $1 billion of the company's money. You know what? I should have just fallen on the railroad tracks and let them run over my arm. At this point, I'm so at that point that I should have just fallen down and let them run over my arm at the railroad track.
Hey, I got a lawyer right now, and I'm just
I'm so goddamn tired of this shit. The VA and Social Security. I've been paying into Social Security for 30 fucking years. They owe me. And they're not willing to pay me. So fuck them.
Yeah. Actually,
we love you.
Sorry.
Hey, Bill, I'm gonna take off because I'm getting sleepy.
Oh, okay.
Take care, Elihu.
Yeah.
We know it's your bedtime, Elihu.
Yeah, I want to stop and say
No,
hi to people.
I got deep into the government shit. We shouldn't have done that. We should have stayed with pop culture. I apologize,
Sorry.
Elihu.
It's okay.
I can't believe
You
that
can
so-called
bet here
tolerant
anytime.
friends were saying stupid shit like that. That was all I meant to comment. But you know how me and
you can rant,
CCTV
you know
rant.
me. I don't get mad.
Okay, later, guys.
See
Take
ya.
care.
Elihu. What's up, Deej?
Not much, just chilling.
Quiet. Okay.
Chilling like a villain.
Chilling like a supervillain.
You know what's funny? I could still run one of them tractor thingies that you drive. There are only 18 gears in that tractor, right?
No. My tractor has forward and reverse.
Right on. I could totally drive one of those. Apparently, that's what Social Security is looking for. Yeah.
And Nick, your volume is like really low. There's something wrong with your mic.
Who's mom?
Yeah, it's like I don't know if you're further away or there's something wrong with it.
Oh wait, let me do something.
You sound like it's like God, like you're a million miles away.
Can you hear me now?
Well, we can hear you, but
Oh, look, Kronos is in the chat.
what up, Kronos?
Hi,
What's up,
Yeah,
Kronos?
I mean, CCTV, that's the thing is, I get all the people who always say, "Oh, you're just fine. You can do things. You should work." So I was like, I can't. No place, even if I could do the jobs, no place will fucking insure me for a job.
I know, right? I mean,
Besides the
okay.
fact I'm on bed rest almost half of the year at this point because of how bad my muscle issues are.
We're not actually talking about superhero movies, so you can stay or go to sleep.
Right.
We're
no,
not actually talking about it.
Captain
It
Trek
lasted a few minutes and then we started ranting about bullshit.
No, if I remember correct, yesterday Captain Trek tried to do a pain stream, right?
Yeah.
And that's really basically what we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
I mean, Rosetta cannot hold Rosetta cannot hold a full-time job because of her migraines and spinal issues, right?
And seizure damage and neuromuscular issues.
Right.
And
And
slew of things.
I
Brain
have
scars.
multiple sclerosis. Literally, it took me all day today to put up 20 staves on my wheelchair ramp. My wheelchair ramp. Because I know I'm going to be in a wheelchair soon. It is my wheelchair ramp. I'm not putting up a wheelchair ramp for my mother, or my father, or my brother. It is my wheelchair ramp.
Mm-hmm.
And it took me all day today, 8 hours, to put up 18 staves on my wheelchair ramp. So that's what, do the math. Someone, please. 18 divided by 8 equals fucking 1.5 an hour? Something like that?
About 2 an hour.
1.25 an hour? Who gives a shit? It took me a fucking long time, and I still gotta paint the goddamn thing green.
Should I come to where you are? I'm sure I can take a Greyhound bus or something.
Jedi Bill, you know I love you, brother. You know I love you. I really do. No joke, everybody. If you've watched our streams together for a long, long time, you know that I've tried to get Jedi Bill up and out of his chair and losing weight.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Jedi Bill, are you willing to are you willing to be honest?
What?
You
Well,
could
yes.
only do one exercise stream, and
Well, I did the one, yes.
you did the one, and I did the one for you, and it was literally stretching. I mean, you literally stood up in your chair and you stretched, and you were done for a week.
Well, there was a lot of factors. I'll just say
There were
that.
a lot of factors, absolutely. I understand that. But if you want to be 180 pounds like I am, and, you know, be healthy, I'm not healthy. 180 pounds diabetic. Have you ever met a 180 pound diabetic? No one's ever met a 180 pound diabetic. No one ever in their lives. I'm sorry, Nick. Go ahead.
Actually, my whole family, even some of the skinny ones, like my grandmother's side. And
Yeah, I was gonna say it depends on the type of diabetic. One type is caused by your diet and what you do to yourself. One type is genetics, so it depends on the type.
Wow, I got the worst fucking roulette wheel on the planet because I have multiple sclerosis and diabetes. Fucking A.
Dad has multiple types of muscular dystrophy, both types diabetic, nerve problems, seizure histories, asthma issues, and I could keep going. And yeah, I grew up helping take care of Dad with my own issues, listening like that.
I'm sure
with him,
everyone would appreciate if you
Yeah.
didn't.
It gives you kind of a clue what my childhood was between him and me, like that.
Son of a bitch, that fucking sucks. I've been an athlete my entire life, you know. Okay, everyone here on the panel knows I've been an athlete my entire life. I mean, I was a runner in junior high. I was a swimmer, polo player, water polo player in high school. Fucking long distance swimmer and triathlete in high school. I was a triathlete in the Army, and now I can barely walk down my front fucking stairs. It drives me absolutely goddamn up a wall. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Can I ask one question, Mr. CCDB?
Yes.
Did any of the horses drown when you played water polo?
No, well, 3 of them.
Okay.
No,
I just wanted to ask.
I did not call any of the 3 of them Betty.
Okay.
Because when I set hole, Betty was my horse. And Betty is my truck, and Betty is my car, by the way.
Oh, Black Betty, I found the town. Oh, Black Betty.
Black Betty. You know, that may be the problem. I may have called them Betty. Damn it! You screwed me up, man.
Shirley.
I should have called him Shirley. Not Shirley. Shirley.
Don't call me Shirley.
Don't call me Shirley.
Now let's get some work done while I talk.
Wow.
Yes. Let's talk. Super. Well, we were trying to talk about superhero movies and then divulged into.
Oh, that's gone way off the rails. We don't.
No. Hey, Nick, are you familiar with me and Jedi Bill? I mean, I know you're familiar with Jedi Bill.
Yeah. I thought I thought you were familiar with me.
Yeah.
No, Jedi Bill. Nick, sorry, Jedi Bill. You are totally familiar with me. So is Nina.
Yes.
Nick.
Yes.
Are you familiar with me and Jedi Bill?
Yes.
You are familiar with Jedi Bill.
Yeah, I'm familiar with you too because I you appeared in someone. I forget if it was someone else, but you appeared in someone's chat. I was watching, and they were like CCDV, and then I was like, oh, I'll subscribe to this person, and I subscribed to you because of like.
Well, Nick, you're really screwed now that the trifecta is here.
What trifecta? Wait. What trifecta?
You put Jedi, Mr. CCDB, and me together. That's really a recipe for disaster.
Can we point out that I'm also here and I'm known as the troublemaker?
Yeah, but remember, you keep claiming that you're innocent and sweet.
In some ways. I never said in all
Eagle
ways.
Rider. You do keep claiming that. I'm sorry. Let's go back a year ago. Let's see.
All right.
Diddly-doo, diddly-doo, diddly-doo,
Diddly-doo,
diddly-doo.
diddly-doo, diddly-doo. Scooby-Doo ending. Diddly-doo, diddly-doo, diddly-doo,
What the hell
diddly-doo.
month is it? Is it August already? Really?
No, it's still July.
It's still July.
Holy shit, it's still July. I should be more drunker than I am.
We're almost
More drunker?
We're getting to the halfway.
Oh yeah, more drunker, Eagle
That's-
Rider. Definitely
What the
more
fuck
drunker.
grammar is that?
That's drunkenese, damn it. Leave it alone.
No!
That wheelchair ramp is not going to get. No, I'm joking. You can't drink all the time and expect the ramp to be. I'm just. I'm playing.
You know, I was talking with Kronos earlier today. Mind you, Kronos, I'm sure, doesn't like me talking about Kronos. But I was talking about Kronos, and he was supposed to be asleep tonight.
Kronos really isn't here. He's just lurking. He sometimes forgets that he can't talk while he lurks.
And
but he's
anyway,
just lurking.
let's go back to July of what the fuck date it is. After 4th of July. Jenna Bill, talk to me about what I was like after 4th of July on fucking
last year because
Last
the
year,
fireworks
yeah, 'cause
were popping
I
off.
tore
And it
the
was
shit
weird
out
at
of my
church.
house after last year. I really did. Fucking 4th of
Yes,
July. I
because
fucking hate
it-
4th of July.
Because of all the fireworks and popping off. Yes, PTSD.
I mean, when I
We get it.
when I would visit my brother on any, like May 5th, right?
Mhm.
Cinco de Mayo, yay! And I would smash out windows. I'm not joking. My brother and sister-in-law would keep their windows open, so I would only smash out their screens.
Well, they got Weiss.
They hated having me there on 4th of July or on Cinco de Mayo or whatever the case may be.
Any holiday where they can light fireworks off.
Hey, any
Which it is
holiday
about
that it's
every day,
allowed to or expected to light fireworks, yes. Any holiday where it was expected to light fireworks,
New Year's.
Whew, wow, that was really bad.
Mm.
And then, I don't remember what I was going to say. There was one time I went to a Chuck E. Cheese.
Ugh, gross.
And it was, I've got little kids. So Chuck
Yeah.
E. Cheese was, mandatory for me, right?
Yeah.
And I went there one day, and it was after I left my wife. It was, yeah. It was after I left my wife. And it was my daughter's 10th birthday. And there was a Mexican family on my right side, and Arabic. I'm not fucking joking. I don't know where they were from. It could have been Saudi Arabia. It could have been Iraq or Jordan. It didn't fucking matter because they were speaking goddamn Arabic. So I had Mexican on one side, South Central Los Angeles, thank you very much, and Arabic on my left side. And I just went, oh, fuck, I need to leave. And I stood up and I said, Jennifer, I'm so very sorry. I know this is Lizzie's birthday, and I'm so very, very, very sorry, but I have to go. I have to go right now. And she looked to her left and she looked to her right and she said, okay, I'll see you in a couple of hours. I fucking left. And it was no big deal for her, and it was no big deal for me. It was a big deal for my daughter. So I don't. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Talk. Go ahead. Talk.
Okay. Uplifting topic.
Okay, well, if it'd been me, I would have went over to the Arab at the table. How much for the little girl? Give me your price. How much? I would have pulled the Blues Brothers thing, but you know, I'm crazy like that. So,
Yeah.
and yes, Kronos, you did hear a meow.
What?
Meow.
What? A meow? Oh.
Yeah, we heard the cat in the background.
Moira? Moira hasn't showed up yet.
No, it's not Moira. It's your cat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's.
Or mine. Mine's been whining a lot tonight. Could have been her.
All I know is somebody's got a loud pussy.
Is there an echo up in there?
Thank you. No, I do not have a loud pussy, but yes.
So well, somebody has a
still
loud
here.
pussy. Poor Nick. He's like, what the hell?
Welcome to the soup.
I do not have a loud
Welcome
pussy.
to
I
the
just have a
soup,
sexy
Nick.
one. Thank you. I mean,
Well, sometimes it's moist. Come on now.
well, that
Now,
depends on what hubby
Nick-
is doing. I mean,
Did I or did not tell you that we were going to be weird tonight, right? I told you that before I told you my story, yeah?
Let's find.
Excuse me.
We need something to laugh about. What's funny?
That got me to laugh.
What is funny?
He just
honestly
can't handle
don't
pussy.
know.
well, it's not a funny thing, but I think this is about ready for the colors. Look at it.
Oh,
Poor Nick's embarrassed about pussy. What can we
She
say?
needs larger hips, Eagle Rider.
But it's based on an actual person. Stick to the
I
people.
like that.
Okay, can you introduce me to her?
Ooh, that's
by the
hot.
way, wink, wink.
Hey,
I'll
that's
drive
hot.
I'll drive to Tennessee for you.
Rosetta, you better hide that. Bill's going to start whacking off any minute.
Okay, how about
But
I start with the
seriously-
eights on this one?
She needs larger hips.
That one's getting better.
Oh, that was
Bill's-
good. Yeah.
And Bill will look at the lips on that one and start whacking off too.
No.
You guys are terrible.
Wait. She's coming.
DJ, stop it!
It's not me. That's not me. Oh, there's mine. There's mine. There's mine.
Oh, there she is.
Wait,
Steve,
you
stop
don't have the sound control anymore. What happened to your sound control?
Well,
You need to go to
I
the
have it. I
bathroom.
just don't have it loaded up, so I didn't want to be super annoying.
I mean, I would do a bunch of
Yeah,
different
this would be
drawings, except for most of my drawings I have to ink out are not appropriate to work on stream. They would get you in trouble. How do I say it nicely? They're very, very risque.
There's nothing wrong with risque.
You are aware that I asked for a nearly nude woman from the 1940s in a martini glass in a background of a royal flush with sevens diced in front of her. She did a fantastic job. That
I
is
have-
going to be my tattoo. Just Saying.
I have a lot of sketches that aren't nearly nude. They're nude.
I don't want a nude woman on my arm.
I wasn't saying for your tattoo. Yeesh.
He wants a nude woman on his face, damn it.
Did you just say
Sit on my
wish?
face and tell me that you love me.
Don't Musman want that.
Tell him my face and tell ya I love to. Yeah,
That's all
I
about
told
what
you,
we
Jedi
know.
Bill, if I get too drunk, just kick me off. I'll go to sleep.
I didn't know we were drinking tonight. I thought we were. You started your bender early.
Oh, no. I was sober for 4 days.
Okay. And you
Yeah.
started it
turns
up for
out-
the weekend, my lad.
It turns out that multiple sclerosis is damn near the same thing as DTs. Now, let me ask y'all if any of you, I'm not joking, DT experience.
Remind me what that is. Because I'm bad with alphabets.
Delirium tremens.
Don't think that one.
Well, that's not a medical term. I'm sure DT means something else medically, but delirium tremens, right?
Still have no idea what you're referring to, so hey.
Okay, so you've never read Wolf or the guy who did in Las Vegas. Oh shit, hell. Yeah, I've been drinking a lot tonight, by the way. The guy who did the not Lost in Las Vegas. The guy who shot himself in the head. What's his name?
A lot of people.
Really, you guys are not readers at all?
Are you talking about Hemingway?
No, not Hemingway. Come on, it's more recent than that. It's 70s, 80s max.
I don't know.
In the 90s, he shot himself in the head.
No, that was his wife.
I don't know who.
I'm not good at recalling names and dates. This is why this stuff's always bad for me.
Okay, so the guy who did the guy who did the Pirates of the Caribbean. What's his name?
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp did the guy who wrote the novels
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I knew you would know it, Jedi Bill. I knew you would know it, Jedi Bill.
Yeah.
What's his name?
The guy that wrote that novel.
None of you read books.
The actor.
I read.
I read a lot. I'm not a big modern book fan though, so my stuff's all much older. So
Pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rain.
Thank you, Deej.
And Kronos used to read books. Books? Yeah. They didn't have Audible.
I understand Kronos epidemic. I listen to books now. And to be honest with you, I don't remember Tom Wolfe. He didn't
Thomas
write it.
Wolfe?
No, Tom Wolfe did not write the book. No. Damn. Tom Wolfe did not write the book.
I found
Although
it.
he did write the experience with the Kool-Aid.
What the?
Someone in the chat has to know this.
Well, I had to look it up.
I know the story about the poison Kool-Aid in the cult. I don't know the book that was written on it.
Okay.
No. That was a totally different cult.
Okay,
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
Nick knows what I'm talking about. He has to do research now.
Okay. So you want the guy that wrote the novel, right? The book. You want the Las Vegas movie?
I want to know. Yes.
Okay. It says Hunter
Thompson. Thompson.
Hunter Thompson.
Hunter F. wants. Yes.
Damn.
Thank
I
you,
know you
Nick.
better from.
Thank you, Nick. I would not have figured that out.
I
However,
have not slept in 4 days. I ain't remembering shit.
Hunter
Well, you're forgiven.
Thompson.
No, nobody. No judgment here.
Hunter Thompson wrote Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and he was high the entire time.
What the fuck was that?
Now, I only
you ain't
get
gotta
drunk.
be at work. We're gonna get you a high. Take it each.
You're
I
welcome.
have to be honest with you. I'm not absolutely sure what my tenant's son, nephew, they live in the same room. I don't fucking care. They gave me to smoke that day, and it was the 4th of July. I don't fucking remember what they gave me to smoke, but I was wasted until 6 p.m. on the 4th of July. I really was. I mean, I fell out of my chair.
Yes, you fell trying to pet a little doggy. Remember that.
I fell out of my chair, and I didn't wake up till 6 p.m. that night. And that was before the fireworks would have gone off. Thank God I live in a mountain area that was so goddamn dry they would not allow fireworks. I was so tired, so angry, so frustrated. I could not allow it. You know.
I can't believe you've done this. I can't believe
No,
You guys,
Mr. CD was all like this. Oh, I didn't even hit it twice.
you know, Jedi Bill, I would have preferred that, honestly, to laying in my bed and having my friends hold me down.
You know what? If you went out on that bomb note, you might have gotten that disability. No, I'm joking.
Fair enough. Deej actually remembers last year.
Yes, I do.
And everybody,
Honestly, did not look up 2019's 4th of July on Rambling Canucks channel. Do not look that up, please. Do not, because I really did. I did that. I really did that.
yes.
And
Okay,
that's
though.
not the worst part. I mean, the worst part was a few days later when I smashed through the wall that I built for my my walk-in closet. I knew I was angry, and I knew that wall that I cut through had lath and plaster behind it. So I built a brand new wall, and I punched through that wall because I knew where the studs were, and I knew where the drywall was, and I knew that I would not break my hand when I punched through that wall. The problem is I broke off all of the anchoring channels that I had for my closet that day. And I literally punched through it all and knocked off all of those anchoring channels. The teenagers that I hired to rebuild it fucking stepped on all of my high class, I could go out to high class or a
Okay.
interview.
Put the fucking lotion in the basket.
They stepped on all of those clothes when they were repainting all the walls.
Would you pass me that lotion?
I'm not joking.
In the basket.
I want to be buried in my uniform. I have my uniform with all of my awards on it. The kids fucking stepped on it. They stepped on it. I have one of my children's footprints on my goddamn uniform I'm going to be buried in. Again, a year and a change later, I'm okay with it. They they didn't know what the difference was. They were 16, 17 years old. How could they possibly fucking know?
It's not legal, but I need one too. It's not legal.
How could they possibly fucking know that I was so angry that my uniform was on the ground when they were stomping around repainting my closet?
Snake.
They couldn't possibly know. It's like, okay, I get it. Yeah, that's fine.
Cheers.
But again, that was a week after 4th of July. I was fine. I was like, okay, I'm fine. Just don't set off any more goddamn fireworks, all right?
All right. That's enough of that, Deej.
I don't think it's enough, Deej. You need to keep on going on, Deej. That's me at this point, yeah. Dude, I can build you a shed. I can build it to code. It would take me 6 months, but I could do it. Sorry, I couldn't.
Wash yourself, right? I'm tired.
That's what happened to you.
Okay. Okay, Kronos. Okay. Sorry, Mr. CCTV. Are you okay, bud?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. No. Not a holiday weekend. Not holiday works going off, right? So, fuck them. I don't care. Dude,
That sounds like the Undertaker.
you do not want to be... You really don't want to be near me in a sand blast storm. You really do not want to be near me in a sand blast storm.
Haboo!
Breakfast!
They're called haboo!
Yeah. Don't do that. That's all.
So, what would you do if you're in the woods and you come across a bear? What do you do?
Cut the fucking bear's throat. What the fuck are you waiting for to draw your goddamn knife? Oh my god, I'm afraid of a fucking bear. Seriously, draw your goddamn knife, cut the fucking bear's throat. You're done.
You want to know what I'd do if I was out in the woods seeing a bear?
Find the closest person next to you.
There are actually two options. You cut the bear's throat, or you run a lot faster than the other person you have camping with you. I cannot run faster.
Or you have to be incredibly intimidating and make the bear actually think that you're not scared of it, because they do track onto some fear, and the whole thing of playing dead is bullshit because they'll just eat you as easy to get food.
That is
you
true.
don't have to run faster. You just have to be able to trip them.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, do you still have that clip of the lady who
That's why you always take an idiot who you don't care if comes home with you.
You still have that clip of the lady who tried to pet the buffalo?
Oh, somewhere on this thing, I'm sure. Oh, God. If you're going to make a serious trip into dangerous parts of the forest, always bring at least one person everybody hates that nobody will mind tripping if something's really bad comes out. I mean, I thought this was common practice.
You are aware, lady, or Eagle Rider. What the fuck is your name these days?
Just the Eagle Rider. You can call me Rosetta.
Eagle
I don't
Rider.
care.
Okay. No, that's fine. Seriously, if everyone is able-bodied and you are not, right? And I am not. You, I imagine, are not, right? Or you can wake up out of a dead sleep and run, right?
No. That's why I always have weapons. I mean,
again, you've got the 9mm under the pillow, right? It makes your jaw hurt at night, but you've got the 9mm under your pillow, or you can get away a lot faster than your campmates.
That's not a pistol under a pillow. That's a vibrator, damn it.
those are under the pillow. Those are in the box by the bed.
Nick wants to know what the things.
That was not an accident.
Nick wants to know what the things in the,
wait,
drawer.
I'm going back to the slave one. I have to go, guys. I'm going, and remember, guys, it's called the slave one, not the Boba Fett starship.
and as Nick leaves, this is what we hear.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Hey, you stole JJ's music.
No, but yeah, seriously, I gotta go. I'm tired. It's late.
Okay, Nick. You have a good one. We'll see you a little bit later. If you want to come check out Sin City, I'll be playing Sin City at 11:30 a.m.
I actually
Pacific.
like Sin City. Yes, I'll probably pop by if I can.
Yeah.
All right. See everyone.
Okay.
See you later, Nick.
Pussy.
Now, y'all are okay with me staying here? Because
yeah,
I are drunk.
This is a Friday night hangout. What are you talking about? This is
You're not very quick on that fucking button, Deej. I mean, you're not very quick on that button, Deej.
What
are you doing, step bro?
Wow. What?
Well, it's a step bro, so it's all right. Yeah.
That's right. It's perfectly fine. It's only a step.
What are you doing, step bro?
Na 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 na. Na 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 na. You're not willing to let me screw up BSG. But
What?
yeah. Anything else is fine, yeah?
Damn it. Get out of there. I'm trying to post stuff and stop that. Stop that.
Should I be actually trying to sketch and ink when I haven't slept in 4 days and I'm on antihistamines and muscle relaxers?
All right.
You should
Finally.
probably not be trying that because I want her hips larger.
This is for our friend Lady Mist. Her niece, they're trying to raise
Okay,
money.
seriously.
What?
Yeah. No, go ahead,
No,
Jedi
I mean,
Bill. No.
Come on. Well, I like Lady Mist and her family. I'm just take a little time to put the GoFundMe out there for anybody watching.
My ex-wife and my children all live in Victorville, which is just a few miles away from Apple Valley. So if those of you have seen the news reports from Apple Valley or Victorville or whatever the case may be, absolutely donate if you can.
Yeah.
Absolutely donate if you can. I cannot. However, I have given my ex-wife's phone number to Lady Mist. I understand losing a loved one. I really do. And Lady Mist needs all of the support that anyone and everyone can give at this time. So the only support I can give is my ex-wife's phone number. But if you guys can give financial support to Lady Mist, do so, please.
It's a tragic thing that happened.
It is absolutely tragic, yes.
Yeah, and they were so young. 19 years of age.
19 years old.
They were over the neck.
I didn't hear how that ended because of what's been going on this week. But obviously not well.
Their car that they were driving. Well, I don't know if they even found the car, but they found their wallets and all that, and a lot of evidence pointing towards they went over the cliff, soft shoulder on the highway there, and they didn't make it back.
There are a lot of those.
They were going to Colorado to start a new life, and something tragic like that happened.
I don't know, Jedi Bill. Have you been in the high desert of California?
Yeah, I used to drive through there with a rig.
Well, you can, yes. There are areas where you cannot drive through them fast.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't know where they were trying to get away from, but I imagine as a former 19-year-old, it was fun for me to drive through the hills of Arizona. It was fun for me to drive through the hills of the Appalachians. It was fun for me. Were there points where I could have been horribly mangled or died? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. So unfortunately, that did happen to Lady Mist's granddaughter.
Niece.
Niece. Or, yeah.
Niece and the boyfriend.
Either way, it happened. And that is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Because a car accident does not happen as often as it shows in the movies. It really doesn't. It
That kind of hits a bit because one of my close friends I've been dealing with a long time, that a bit similar to some of the stuff that happened with her daughter, and what literally happened to her and why she ended up going off the cliff was because they didn't mark the construction zone correctly. She hit a hole that wasn't visible in night.
Oh,
And flipped her
absolutely.
Jeep
That
into
does
the
happen.
ravine. And it's been several years I've been watching this friend just struggle dealing with it, because to lose her daughter that young that way because they didn't mark things correctly.
If you don't mind, Rosetta, I will actually tell a story now that happened to me when I was 18. I was going home from a date. Now, my home was 18 miles from where I had the date. I had not been drinking. I did not think drinking was a good thing. But it was also 1:00 in the morning because I was making out with her at, Sunset Point or whatever you want to call it. But at 1:00 in the morning, I was driving home and I was exhausted. And right around the exit for the Belmont exit, I fell asleep. And I fell asleep driving my father's truck. And I ended up on the other side of the safety embankment. I honestly don't remember how I got there. I don't know how long I was asleep. I don't know. And I was not drinking at the time. I was not drunk. I had not had a beer, let alone many that would make me fall asleep driving home. And it was really only 15 miles to my house. But I fell asleep between Flagstaff and Parks. And I was lucky because I did not go over the cliff. And the cliff was, 30 feet. And so I just backed the truck up to the point where the safety rail was, and I just pulled it back on the interstate and I drove home.
Hey, Michael T. of High Desert Comics. How's it going?
But again, that is a really unsafe way to be. And I have not done that since. However, I don't know why I was saved. I mean, I was only 18, I was only 18. And logically, I should have gone over the cliff. I really should have. and it would have been 30 feet down, and I would have died. I most likely, not guaranteed, but most likely. But I backed up, 40, 50 feet, and I got back on the interstate, and I got home safely. So, what I love Lady Mist. I love Lady Mist.
Oh, she's awesome. She's always cheering us on, and she's come to our chats and our streams
to the absolute utmost that I can do. I will do for Lady Mist.
And welcome, Loki's Mornings of Mischief. How you doing?
But I can't guarantee that I was ever a good guy at 19 years old. I was not a good guy at 19 years old.
Getting run off. Wait, riding through the Ozarks, your motorcycle and your yeah. A favorite thing to do after run off the road was thrown off the road. Okay, cat's moving on me. Was that people warned me didn't matter how good that y'all people are, they'll ignore you.
Yeah, and Lucky obviously knows. What do you do, man? What do you do, right? I was 18, and this is just after I graduated high school. I was really lucky that my girlfriend was not in the truck, because I'm absolutely sure that she would be absolutely screaming at me, right? So I back up 30 meters, 300 yards, whatever, and get back on the interstate, and I go home. And I had not been drinking. They would not have found an ounce of alcohol in my body.
Hey, Snowdub.
If something bad had happened to me that night. But you're looking at 19, 20-year-olds of this day and age driving on the same interstates, same highways I was driving. Oh, God. 26 years ago? 27 years ago? Now, I'm not saying that contributed. They were sober. I mean, there was nothing on the news that said they weren't. Right? Which is why they conducted the search for 6 days. 6 days after they went missing. 6 days. And they couldn't find them. And they finally found them after 6 days. I'm really sad for that, because I was lucky. I was lucky as a teenager. I was really lucky as a teenager. I've been really lucky as an adult. So I don't understand why young people have to be taken out of this world.
We can't help it. That's just life. I mean, they didn't want that to happen. Their family certainly didn't.
I know, but I don't want.
Life shows you that life is fleeting, and in a blink of an eye, something tragic, terrible happens. That's just the reality of this life.
I know, but I don't want people to be taken out of this world. I don't.
No.
I don't think it's fair. The multiple chances I've had. The multiple chances. I mean, fuck, man. I deployed 4 fucking times in fucking combat zones. And I'm still here, and I'm fucking suffering. It took me 8 hours to put up fucking 19 staves on my own wheelchair ramp. I'm fucking pissed. And these 19, 20-year-olds are dead, man. Fucking kills me. Fucking hate it. They deserve more of a chance than I do. They deserve more of a chance than I deserve.
Everybody does. Everybody does, Mr. CCDB. It just
fucking kills me, man.
You know, it's a piss poor darn lousy thing. Wow, Loki.
Yeah. I know my aunt and my uncle. Stop me if you. No, Jedi Bill, you've heard this. Stop me if I've heard this prior in the chat.
Okay.
Because I really don't remember last weekend. I don't. I was stoned out of my mind last weekend. My aunt has stage 4 cancer now.
She does, and you're
my uncle is either 80 years old or very goddamn near 80 years old and has dementia.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to move up there now. Mind you, I don't want to sell my house here.
Where is up there?
The California gate to Yosemite.
Oh, it's
it's a damn steep drive.
It's gotta be in like nowhereville. I mean, I don't know.
It's a long drive for me. I am going to stop and see my kids. Hopefully I get the job in California that I applied for. Oh, God. Fuck. Can you imagine me wanting to live in a California town and hating fucking California at the same time?
Yes, because it's about family. I understand it more than a lot of people would think. Again, I've talked to you about how fucked up the health situation for both me and my family is. I would do almost anything to be able to be with them more often. I hate living so far away. I know I moved here for his job. I know I moved here because we needed to, but I hate this fucking area and I hate being this fucking far from everybody. And I'm alone.
Jedi Bill, will you highlight Loki's comment?
The one where it addressed to you?
Yeah.
I think I did that one already.
You did? I didn't read it. I'm sorry. I'm still covering my eyes because.
No, it's fine. It's fine, brother. It's fine. It's fine.
No, you know me, man. You know, my MS is just what I gotta live with. But my mom, my brother dying, and fuck, man, shit just piles up on top of shit, and shit rolls downhill, and I'm at the bottom of the fucking hill, and it just drives me fucking crazy that I gotta try and get all of these people to rally around the fucking shit hill. It just, oh God, it fucking drives me crazy. I fucking hate it. But it's not the first time. It's the goddamn, my aunt is dying of stage 4 cancer. It is the 5th time I've had to put up with this shit. The 5th goddamn time I've had to put up with this shit. And I am fucking dying. I have no idea how long I'm gonna be able to do these streams with you, Jedi Bill. I have no fucking clue.
Oh.
You know, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind in the next 5 to 7 years. Fuck if
Same,
I know.
actually. I'm on multiple timers that are supposed to go basically kill me within the next few years. So, hey, cheers to us, I guess, right?
You know that's why I love you, Rosetta. Honestly, Rosetta, that's one of the reasons I love you is because we've never met and we have so much in common.
I just look at the fact that, they told me probably, they said then about 90% chance. They've increased the odds since then because of how much the genetic markers are testing.
My current doctor is telling me that there's nothing fucking wrong with me. My current doctor is telling me there's nothing wrong with me.
CCDV. I'm actually really serious here that they've told me repeatedly that I'm supposed to have this develop. It was 2 years ago almost now that they told me that it would pretty much develop within the next 5 years or so. And the condition that dealing with, I don't even like getting into the details of it, is extremely rare hormone condition where your body starts changing your hormones and your hormones start eating your organs. And
ow, yeah. No.
Has been dealing with it for the last few years, and it is after when you get it, the survival rate past the first 2 years is less than 2%.
No, I totally understand that. Yeah.
It was 2 years ago they told me that this is pretty much a sure thing within the next few years. So
when was 2005? Was that 6 years ago?
No. It was not 6 years ago.
2005 was.
It was a long time ago.
16 years.
16.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Oh shit. What the fuck is wrong with my math? Okay.
Don't worry about it, Mr.
Okay.
You guys are drunk.
No judgment.
No, I'm. Rosetta, I love you, but I'm not drinking that much.
Well, I'm saying that the math was there.
There's no judgment here.
That's the problem, Jedi Bill. If I drink too much, I'll fucking pass out. I won't know what I'm saying. Oh, God damn it.
We love you.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
No. Okay, so.
We love you, brother.
It was 15 years ago?
Yes.
It was really 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
You okay?
No, I'm not okay. It was 15 fucking years ago. I thought it was.
Well, 16.
God damn it.
And then
Okay. Thank you, Jedi Bill. It was 16 years ago.
CC, we're here for you. Deep breath.
Yeah. It's okay. Okay. I'm good. 16 years ago, I built a 3 million gallon fuel system. I could lift 300 pounds. Deadlift 350 pounds. And it took me 8 hours to put up 7 fucking staves on my own.
What? I'm not familiar with the terms. What is a stave? I
A
don't
stave
know
is the upright that looks really good when you paint it, but has absolutely no structural support whatsoever.
Let me see.
It took me 8 hours to put up 16 staves on my wheelchair ramp. Now, mind you, it did actually take me 6 days to put my wheelchair ramp together. but it has taken me a year and a half to actually make it match the rest of the house. My neighbor is really mad at me.
Tell him to saw it off.
I did that one night, and he had an argument with me for an hour and a half. The cops got called, and they said, "Go back into your house, sir." And they said, "Mr. Christopher, thank you for being so honest. Go back into your house, please." I mean, my neighbor is not a pleasant fellow.
That was the most interesting time when we had to deal with that kind of thing was when they rebuilt the road in front of my house, and they took for fucking ever. And these guys wouldn't do the job right. They wouldn't quit trying to block my driveway, which you can't do. They were warned about that.
Right? Exactly.
This,
exactly.
oh,
So
they got
gotta
into
measure
it.
out the
Way.
slope and all that stuff. It's like a wheelchair
Wait.
ramp is not easy to do.
No, but so they decided to screw with me. They decided to bitch at me because I told them they can't block me into the property because I can't walk to other places to get to a car.
Fuckers.
Now, again, that's, they were warned ahead of time that they had notification from the city they couldn't. They knew. I told them to get out of the way so I can leave the house, deal with medical stuff for me and my goddaughter, and they decided to mouth off to me. And my husband's sitting there holding on to me, and I'm mouthing. And the moment this guy decided to try to tell me to get back in the house and shut up, and my husband let go of my hips really quickly, and I heard the door click. He was across the house calling his supervisor within seconds. As you could hear through the house and all the walls, me ripping this guy apart, screaming, cussing at him. And literally, the supervisor got there. He told me flat out that the warning he got was my husband calling, and the second he picked up you better come get this guy away from the property before she kills him.
When I was working for the Grand Canyon Railway, they put their newest deputy on the case, right? And I knew who the kids were who painted the rail cars on the railway. It was like, okay, yeah, I know who they were. My son was friends with them. I came home and I said, "You cannot be friends with this guy anymore." And he didn't. My son was good, right? But the next day, the deputy, sheriff came into my office and was like, "Do you know who did this?" I went, "Well, I could give you a couple of names, but I really don't know who did it." And so I gave them the names, right? And they were all 15, 14 years old. So it wouldn't be a problem if they didn't continue to be, criminals. In Williams, there's 5 families, and you don't put your name out there for the 5 families in Williams. You just don't. And so I said, maybe it's this guy, and maybe it's that guy, and maybe it's, whatever.
So that is a stave, right? Right there? The picture
no. That's when you patch up a hole that you got from... No, a stave is an upright on a railing. Okay, so you got to walk up 15 stairs to your house, right? Or you have an upstairs in your bedroom, right? And you got to walk upstairs to your bedroom. Those are staves. They could be wrought iron or wood or whatever the case, you could walk up. Those are staves. And you have to make sure that the staves are safe for everybody, which is why I use 3-inch staves for my outside staves and 3-inch screws or 2.5. 3-inch screws.
STAVE, right?
Stave, yes. You don't want to patch up a hole with staves. Really? Is that the picture you came up with? Is patching a hole with staves?
That's what I get when I Google searched it.
Hmm.
And it was along with a lot of music for some reason.
Well, that's one of the problems with hiring someone who knows all the terminology on YouTube and has no fucking clue what they're doing when they're actually constructing.
Because I got musical things and then wooden things, so I'm
Jedi
confused.
Bill, I'm sorry. I love you. You know that. I love you.
Yeah.
But I've rebuilt 4 fucking houses. You have no fucking
Somebody
clue.
sent me a picture of what a stave is.
You have no clue what a stave is. No.
I was trying to find one, and apparently I found the wrong thing because Google's wrong.
It's all right.
Doesn't know everything.
No problem.
Okay, let me see.
Chrono says, I'm too lazy to rebuild a house. Fair enough. Honestly, I'm too lazy to rebuild one myself. Look, I put the bedroom together for my brother, and it took me a week to get back down to my brother's house.
This is the other thing of a stave is what they
Those staves. The first picture. No, not the first picture. What? Authentic used wine barrel staves.
I don't know. I'm confused. Damn it.
Whatever. It's the uprights that go between the handrail and the base rail for a staircase. That's staves, as far as I'm concerned. Now, they may be considered something else in construction. I really don't care. I'm putting them up. No, I have already put them up. Now I have to paint them tomorrow, which is going to be really, really painful because last time I painted the porch, I had my niece, nephew, my brother, his sister, no, his wife, my sister-in-law. I had everybody here to get, buckets of paint, and they could just paint everything on the porch. And, well, at that time, just 3 little steps going down to the upright to my power outlet, my power supply. So I didn't have to worry about it. It was like, okay, one day and we'll have a great big meal and we'll watch movies and have fun. 2 years later, my niece and nephew are both over 20 years old and they can't make arrangements to come down. Or come up, I should say, from Phoenix. My children, God, I really miss Digit 11 and Derp the Third. I really do, because they knew what I wanted and they knew how to do what I wanted. Now, did they do it completely? No, they didn't, but they knew what I wanted. But I miss them. I miss them so much because my current tenants and my current, well, my brother's situation, he can't do it. I'm actually shocked that he got home with the stuff I sent him to the store with. That's horrible, isn't it? Is it horrible, Jedi Bill, that I think my brother can't do anything anymore, even though he's capable, obviously?
Yeah, I mean...
But he used to be... Okay, you think I'm smart, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, I get drunk a lot because, well...
And even when you're drunk, you're smart.
I don't like the pain. So I get drunk a lot, right?
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
But when I am not in pain and thinking totally clearly, it's still fucking painful. It's like, God damn. Are you sure you can drive to the store and get hot dog buns? Because I put the brats in the beer this morning. Are you sure you can do that? Oh yeah, no problem. It took him an hour and a half to get to the store and back. I asked my brother who had a stroke, who used to be the most brilliant man I've ever known, to go to the store for me because I could not move after I put the fucking wheelchair staves up on my ramp.
Good night, Eagle Rider.
Good
And by
night,
the way,
Eagle
Kronos,
Rider.
you know what it feels like to me to have siblings? It feels like fucking hell. Thank God they live 900 miles away. Bye.
She tuck and rolled herself. Well, I think it's that time of night for the show to be over. What
Is it? Okay. Yeah, it's been 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah. That's a
Right
good
on.
show. Oh.
It has been a good
Kronos
show, yeah?
and all here with me now in the chat. Thank you for dropping by. And we'll see you on the next one. And do look for the morning. I will be playing in my action theater, Sin City. So do drop by for that. And there will be links to a screening room. Till then, stay awesome. Later, folks.